Test. Sound. Ja, nu wel. Wat heb je daar nu uit geleerd? Good morning. Hope the sound is better today than yesterday. So the market yesterday, it chopped a bit. So we can see this was a bit of a choppy action. Then it did continue to the lower 5 minute for value gap and actually flushed everything. So we took out the low again. My indication at this point is if we keep going, we're heading for those equal lows just below, monthly low, and even further down. So at this point, it looks very bearish. So changing idea that we go up at this point. I gotta keep to that bias. If this keeps going, we'll definitely take out those lows. We just saw the major flush in Bitcoin too. I've seen we hit 89,000 on Bitcoin. So we're halfway that second for value gap. So this is like the last place that we can change hands again. If we don't, if we take this out, this is gonna be a huge dump then. So once we breach on Bitcoin 74,000, we're heading straight for 40,000. Nog met 10 meer gaan. Oh. Okay. So we're definitely looking to go lower at this point. So for me, the next liquidity that we should take is actually those equal lows. And then this one afterwards, that's around 24,000. Gonna be patient and actually see what the market brings us first. So if the market goes up a bit, we probably hit to these equal highs, or to these highs just here, to that 50 level, and then short back down. So if you trade up today, be aware of it, that we will hit at least 24,762, probably go back down again. So this would be a break of structure to the downside. This was that full leg that we had. So this was no retest of this move. So this would be the retest. So if this lag down, so we're heading at least for that 50 level. If we go up, that would be my main target that I see. We do have a lot of 15 minutes just above us too, but I will be definitely taking a partial when we get to that level. And that's also equal to that 1 hour. So we have a 1 hour for value gap just above it here. So if we would take that same leg, that will hit around that 50 level too. So the market continues a little bit up. That would be the area what I would look for to short down back. So it's gonna be a patient day for me. We're really gonna be patient. Let's see what the market brings. Thanks, Belmont. Yeah, I can actually use the happy vibes today because it's been not an easy time for me. I'm gonna save you guys the details, but believe me, we've been going through some not so easy times. I'm still smiling, but inside I'm doing something different too. So we were only like how many 600 home, and we already had to stop because some technical issues, and we went to a few garages, but not a lot of people actually were willing to help. Very strange to see. So we will be standing at the place until Friday at least. We can't move, so we want to go to a camping site nearby. And it looks like everything is closed for the winter, so luckily we're in the van that we can actually still do everything, but yeah, was not supposed to go like this. And then you always have to stay relaxed and calm, but believe me, it's not always as easy as you think it is. No, I did not enter urgent. I want to be sure. I believe we will hit to that 50 level. So if we watch the full move, so this was the full move down. So if this was the full move, we will hit that fair value of price to short off. And that's a 1 hour for value gap. I prefer to short from this level. But if we get a 15 minutes to the upside, I would love to long to that level too, at least, and then see. So I'm not in a short or anything. It's got to be a patient game until the market actually shows me what it wants to do. Yeah, thank you, Emily. But still, believe me, it's an adventure. Yes, it is. Oh, shut up. Oh. Kabeltjes vind je. So anybody that plays up, that was up to the upside, I would take it at least to that high. It looks like it wants to take that high. And from here, I want to see, do we continue lower, or does it actually keeps going up? So like I said, it looks like it wants to go for the liquidity right here. So once we hit that level, I want to see how we act off of it. So that would be that 50. But we do have a few fair value gaps on the upper part. So I'm going to be patient until I actually see the move happening. How much does it cost to hit the like? I think it's free. It depends on how good your heart is. If you have a willing, giving heart, yes or no? Hello, did you check if the orb model is still profitable? I am still investigating, Nicholas. I'm not fully done yet. I'm standing still today, so I'll probably be today that I'm finished. I don't think we have any news today that does something special. Yeah, if you took orb long today, you're good. Like I said, we will hit that 50 level, and then want to see how we act off of it. So if we have a small retracement to that 15-minute gap below us, then I would love to long off of it. It would be an opportunity, but for the rest, I don't see anything right now. So I'll just be patient. So maybe could be an entry for short of. Let me take a look, Emily. Yes. Did we hit the 4? We came down. What are we hitting? An hourly? Yeah, that 4 hour here looks actually a nice indication. to short off. The best option would actually be that top actually here on ES. But there will definitely come some action off of this. If we do not have any reaction at all, that means that the market will just continue up again. But at this point, it doesn't look like it wants to go up. It's definitely looking bearish. We took our previous day already. So any retracement is actually a good place that you could short off. So we just logged a little bit, and we have a huge staircase here full of gaps. So that would be the same liquidity where we're at. On that 15 minutes, I do want us to take out that high. So if we take out this high, we can have a retracement back to a lower fair value gap right here. I would long off of it, because we didn't hit that 50 level then, and then we can long to the highs again and see where we can get to at that point. But for now, I'm watching and being patient until we act off of this higher part. Yeah, I've seen it, Anthony. Welcome. Good morning. We actually hit all the weekly levels, so it can go to 86. But if we hit below 74, yeah, then the bull run is fully done. Then we are actually full bearish, and then we're heading straight for $45,000, $50,000 Bitcoin. If you're lucky, maybe 65. 65 would be the first, and then yeah, if we keep falling, they take out this liquidity right here. Also, allee kindje, je kan er niet op. Je kan er niet bij zitten. Je bent te groot. Like, if anyone wants to see you, look. Yes. Yes. Are you enjoying it? Come on. Shh. They all seen you today. Come move. You can see how big he is if he sits beside me. His head is twice mine. Yeah, like I said, he's the only one that's always happy. That's the good thing about him. Okay. So we can all see that this market is ranging. This is a box where it's inside, so just be patient. The market will show its hand. At this point, shorts are in the upper hand, so any retracement that we have to the up would be a nice indication to short off. And I'll be like I wanted to take out this high, it did not. So we'll be patient and see what happens. So that was a nice recovery. Shade up. It will tap that 5-minute fair value gap just below us right now. And then I want to see, do we flush through it or do we just hold and push further up? So here the market will show a bit of his hand, what it wants to do. Just be patient. So the market definitely went through this slowdown. Not the best price action this. Mr. Zoo performance. Yeah. He definitely hears it. So we got 1 more minute until open, or 2.5 more minutes actually. Just be patient. The market is just chopping around right now, so not much that we can trade off. London will probably take out the highs, and if that happens, we probably will have a nice opportunity to short back down. Here's open. Well, pre-op today was actually a nice movement. We took a nice leg up. So we just came in this void. Let's see how we act right here. So I wanted to see you take out everything. And I want to see a small retracement to jump into the short off of it. So if you are in ARP long from a morning session and pre-ARP, I would recommend to take like one contract, at least a few off of here. We just took out this high. Je kan kakao maken als je wil. Water, een beetje ding. Wat gelijk, het is aan het vriezen. Pak uit de kast. So we were heading for the sun, and we end up at temperatures lower than we. It's actually freezing and outside here. The good thing is we don't need a fridge. Als er geen meer zit, dan ja, dan pak ik de kast. Het zijn al leden die er zitten. Of uit de frigo. So the only place that I can see where we could take something off was that 15 minutes at the lows right here. So we could long off. We didn't have the entry. So the good thing is now we took out this liquidity, so the full move is retraced. So we hit for that hourly definitely right now. So if you took pre-orb, first TP, definitely this high. Let's see what that hourly was. This is that hourly. So that's definitely a TP for pre-orb. Clean move today. Was a 90-point move up, so definitely a nice one. Nog niet heb. We did not tap that 1 hour, so still being patient. We did tap that 50 level. You can see how clear that actually moves always. So straight off of this, we moved actually in a few minutes, 33 points down directly. I wanted to see it at least hit the gap. So still being patient. We will see what happens. In the meantime, we can watch how price moves. So we had a leg up, second leg. So this was the first. As good as the retracement back to that 50 level, second one. Now we're inside of 5 minutes. If we fall completely back to that lower part, I want to see how this hourly, if this is in that hourly, and it falls fully back and it's like the last 12 minutes, I'm not longing off of it. Otherwise, that last per value gap down below that 15 minutes looks nice. This one here. But will depend on how the market moves actually. Because we took out a low and we took out a high, and we're inside this range right now. So not a fan of this price action. Same as yesterday. It's building up definitely liquidity. Je oortjes werken? Ja, je oortjes werken. Altijd al goed. Ik ga straks mee even wandelen. Nog even. I will take a walk with you soon. A bit of pins. Same for us. Patience. So those were the first 15 minutes of open. Not eager to jump into anything. Not my kind of price action right now. So we want expansions for our movements and no sideways movement. And this is definitely a sideways movement. The reason why I said this, we took out this high, we got rejected off of it. It's slowly moving back down. Same for, we got rejected off of it here, and we moved back up. So it needed liquidity. So until we have a clear move out, I'm being patient. We will see if we get our entry, what we want. If we don't, we'll be patient. If you watch the 4 hours right here, we took out this low with not actually a big rejection off of it. I do believe we definitely will take out those equals. So anybody new to trading, that's always a good to know also when to keep your hands off of the market. If the market just doing ranging parts, just let it be. Not telling you can't trade it, just telling if you don't have an accurate reading on the market, it's better not to do it at all. I got the feeling that we probably won't get an entry in the morning session. And actually, I cannot tell you guys where to put an entry to, because we're an undecided. We're definitely going lower. That's for sure. But where to put a short from? Because I was expecting us yesterday here at those one few hourly chopping sideways that we were going up. And actually we went back down. So I was expecting us here to move further, and we got rejected off of it. So just being very patient right now. I have limits at this point. It will be on the screen if I have any. Yeah, if I want a long, that would be the area I want a long off. That's correct. But at this point, the market looks too bearish to look. So I want to be patient. Be okay. Small amount of money to keep your income constantly. So you don't need to trade every day to make money. So we took out this sell side liquidity. That was actually our previous week low too, that we took out. So in a weekly we can watch and we say, okay, we took out weekly lows. If we watch the daily, we took out previous day, previous week, but we got rejected up yesterday. So we tapped it, and actually we start moving actually pretty fast down. So for me today, it looks like we still want to go lower. If we go lower, what will we hit? This would be that area. We still have some sell side liquidity right here. And if this doesn't hold anything and we flush through the lows of that October 10th kind of news liquidation, then it's not looking good for Nasdaq at all, and any other markets too, because then we would take out all this trend line liquidity all the way back to 22,500. So here we are actually at a very key point to show us what the market wants to do in the next coming weeks. Do we continue down, or do we stop here at this level and continue further up? Yesterday I was still expecting us to move further up. Today, because we took out the previous week's low again, it doesn't look like it wants to. Is United States back open to make FOMC? FOMC member speaks today. So I knew the price would come up to here, and now it's like everybody can see this. It's just stalling. So it just got rejected off this high at 9 o'clock, and now it's just slowly stalling here, the market. I'll probably be patient till the afternoon to take a trade. I don't have a clear read. We will take out these highs at this point, like the market is moving. We will take out these highs, and we will get to that 7-8 level then. So if we see this as a 4-hour drop, and this was the full move, we could come back to this area right here. We have a small gap right here. It's still open. So we'll tap the 50 level, and I want to see how do we act. So we will probably move further up to 25,000 level right now. Still didn't tap that hourly. I would love to short of this hourly too, but it's a 200-point stop. So I'm not such a fan of taking a 200-point stop. Dat is zien hoe je hem trekt, hè. Als die niet uitmaakt hoe dat die is. Als er daar nog brokjes in zitten, wel of niet. Moet dat helemaal zacht zijn? Nou ja, ik denk dat zo ook. Maar mama niet. Dus mama zegt ook nee. So I believe that's warp to the upside. Pre-warp and warp to the upside. So if you're still in a few contracts, put pre-warp, take it to these highs here. So we now came in at hourly. Want to see how we act off of it, but I believe we will go up to that 7-8 level all the way. Candle to short off. The only thing is, I don't like a 200-point stop, so I'm not taking this. So anybody that is here, always be happy you're here. If you didn't take a trade or you did take a trade, congratulations. It's went good and you followed your plan. Have a nice day, Beaumont. Yeah, the only place, if I'm correct, that we are still looking for lower price that we could short off is that this last level. So that's between 24,909 and 24,806. That's the only place where the market could be drawn to, or it's taking out Asia high. So this could be a short opportunity. So definitely hit this spot. Well, still being patient. I didn't have a chance to jump in at the lower part, so no use to chase this. Just let the market do its thing. If you jumped in because of orb, congratulations. Good. If you took pre-orb, that's even a better one. That's a 150-point move up, so definitely a nice trade. Hope your trade to the upside. So I was aiming for this level to take a trade. Still no entry. So there will be a no trading day for me, or a no trading stream anyways. If I see any trades coming up, I'll definitely share it in Discord like always. For now, I'll just be patient. Oh yeah, for anybody that had a message through Instagram or Facebook of mine, it got hacked yesterday, so make sure you don't respond to anything. I got my account back, but it's looking very strange. Everything was deleted off of it, so it was a bit less nice. Look, it was a very strange day yesterday. I have multiple things coming at me like everywhere, and I was with the van having some stuff. Garages that did not want to work with us got hacked. It was one strange day yesterday. I went after a bottle of wine then, and I dropped my bottle along the way home, so I wasn't allowed to drink either. So actually, some funny stuff going on. I did want it to have a better day, but it was actually one of the less good days that I had in months, actually. And I dropped the bottle before I even got a sip out of it. Still, we are smiling. Believe me, it's not always easy to do it, to keep doing it. It was really like an F day yesterday. I'm not gonna say the words. Fill it in for yourself. It's kind of like sound more. Most of the time, it would sound like dude on channels. Yeah, I got it actually back rather fast, so I was still able to get into it. So that was a good thing. But I locked them out, so they cannot re-enter it. Actually, the only reason that they didn't got into it was I didn't put a 2FA code onto it, so now it's back to the second code. And all my accounts are always backed with a second code, but somehow I didn't actually. I did. Thank you, Arjun. I did. I changed all the passwords immediately. Okay, we missed our entry by a few points, so about 30 points. Ding zit niet meer in. Die ruurt er ook meest. Zo, nee. Even niet, vriendje. Strong reaction of this. Look, this is one that you definitely can remember if you're trading continuation plays. So we had an hourly for value gap right here. It was also a half hour, and it was a 15-minute laying over it. So these are always tend to be strong for value gaps because multiple layers of multiple layers are above it. And I must say, I didn't see it. I only saw it once I got to that hourly one time and I checked. It was like a small gap here. That was actually, was still going to be a 120 point stop, but so this entry area down here is going to be deleted. I'm not taking this 15 minutes. If we see this kind of movement, that means that the market was falling further down. What does it aim for? Again, it's aiming for this equal lows right here. We got 8 minutes in this hourly. And this will actually show us more how the market wants to move to. If you watch that hourly then, and you see like a full rejection and the market comes back like to its entry point or halfway that warp, that would show us that it indicates to move further down. If it would end up fully up here above that hourly for value gap, there is a chance that the market wants to continue up a bit further. In the next 7 minutes, this will show. Yeah, everybody that knows me know that I don't like reversals, so I'm always the one that has patience. If this reversal happens directly where we are at, I cannot trade it, so I need at least a half hour and a 15-minute for value gap, a change in delivery before I can enter. That change we had slowly here, so this would be changing character to the upside on a 50-minute base, of course. Then you would take your drag it. I want to see that we hit a 50 level or lower. That would be this level, of course. That's why I was aiming for this lower part to take an entry off. But I don't want that to be like the last 6 minutes of this hourly. If this hourly closes up here and the next hourly hits it, then I would love to long off of it. Otherwise, I'm not longing it. Because in this hourly, we did not have a change in character yet. We need to go above this high to have that hourly change in character. That means that the market shows in an hourly also the same that it showed in the 15-minute. Yeah, I'm actually not happy because they took out that Instagram account, and that was the one where I was actually starting to start with a little bit of advertising for our bootcamp that I made. And it's not even me doing the work, it's actually my wife that does all the posts. So luckily we did save them all. So it took about posts away. But the only thing they actually did is I see the only thing that I did see on that account is that they actually sent some messages to Chinese people. It was for it was actually for investing that they sent it through my account. And for the rest, they actually let it go immediately. I actually found out rather fast because it only happened like 3 hours before. In the morning session, nothing happened, and in the afternoon we watch again, and then we saw it was gone.
My belly says that.
So anybody that wants to see Azul, look, now you have the chance. He's sitting here. Look, he's bigger than me. He's not even sitting on where I'm sitting on at this point. Yeah, knock it off. Thank you. Yeah, 2 hours in stream and no trade yet. And I probably will not have any entry right now either, so it will be a no stream for me. Hij wil gaan wandelen.
Mag ik hem gaan wandelen? Naar mijn kakao?
Heeft er plaats om te wandelen?
Naar mijn kakao was er. Dat is maar 2 minuten. Zal mijn drukje zetten dan?
I'm going to break even on the order trade. Yeah. Did you? So 9, 9, 9, 15. So this was the breach. And that was the, okay, that was the retest, yeah. Yeah, pre-orb did nicely this morning. So this was actually the breach and it 180 point move up. So if you added to the trade, that was one ad, second ad, and then yeah, a good TP. I would still be in this, so that would be the third ad actually, and then I would take some TP right here. I'm gonna give it another 5 minutes, see if how this hourly candle opens now, the next one. And if I see any other trades that we can take, I'll share it in Discord. So it's no trading day for me at this point. So here's 10 o'clock, or at this place 10 o'clock. This actually must be very strange to sometimes hear if you live in another country and I say it's because I know some people it's night right now.
Really?
Good one. So if anybody wants to learn how to trade properly, have a nice mindset related, and have a nice community after it, I do have a boot camp that's open right now. This trade, what I'm doing, this particular move that I'm doing, I've been testing this front test with everybody. Take a look if I can find my loggings. I'll share you what my journal says at this point, what I'm doing. So all trades that I've taken on this journal was been live traded. So yesterday was not a good trading day, I must say. It's this one. No, it's not. But if it's not a great day, you still need to be okay with it. It's just a trading day, like another one. Share my screen for a second. So we're 27R on this model what I'm showing right now live with all of you. And these are the trades we took. We took 70 trades live. Yesterday I took -2 or -1.6 actually. Now this month it has a 47% win rate. Still need to be okay with it to give something to the market. We had an average in 4 months or 3 months. We had an average about 20, a good 27 R. So that means a bit more than 10 R a month. Definitely very great strategy that we can use. Like I said, this is tested all live with us, or the trades has been shared in Discord before I entered it. So patience is the key. Not always, you don't always have to trade. There are days that I don't trade, so there are days that we can have 2 trades a day. Like yesterday we had 2 trades. Both of them were not correct, but I'll still be okay with it. So we have a strict plan that we follow. We make sure that we have everything inside, but you know how to trade, how to enter it, how to exit it.
You ready?
Wat? Misschien die altijd uit doen.
Wait, die is echt wel aan het...
Kut. Als je te lang neemt, kan je ook, hè. Dat is goed, ja, doe maar.
Hij is maar met die vast.
Dan mag hem ook een beetje laten wandelen eerst. Hè. Even laat hem dan komen met u. Dat is ook goed. Dat gaat niet? Oké, houd hem maar vast. So that was 10:05. No entries. So it will be a patient game for me today. If I see any entries, I'll share it in Discord. I still have some other stuff that I actually really need to do right now. I wish you all a very great trading session in London for the rest of London. Like I said, if I find any entries and we get a nice entry point, I'll definitely share it. You will see it pop up. Again, if anybody gets a message from my Instagram in the coming next week, and I do not say particularly that it is me, do not answer it. Just ignore it. Or send me a DM in Discord and ask if it was me, if I did not remember to put my name under it. But normally we won't. Actually, I never sent out DMs before they actually sent it to me, so be aware of that. And a good point for everybody. So if you don't have a second FA2 code on any of your accounts, please enter them or just enter them. Make sure you do have one. It helps you actually protect your accounts much better. For the rest, I wish you all a great trading session, and I'll see you back in the afternoon session in Discord, of course. Enjoy the rest of the day. So no trading is what it is. See you back this afternoon. Have a nice day.